Now click it manually because the Steam Deck will not recognize it until this time I load it. Because the Steam Deck has to be a completely colossal pain in my butt. Because if it doesn't, why did I buy it? To not be a colossal pain in my butt. Alright, let's try to get these hands done today, because I want to have him pretty much started on the legs. Let's see if we can get that far today. Real quick, it's always the right hand. Never the left. Alright, so we've got the gojulas pretty much. Oh my god, let me see if I can max out a little bit more. Jeez. Now that Deathy was taking up a lot of the fucking room and I had to max out too much, but damn. So, Goji's pretty good to go. We're getting more and more done every day. Onto those hands, there's a lot of parts to them, and I am hoping they're going to be favorable. And this guy just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and at least I can put him down. And I did move the waist cannons from the waist to the shoulders, because we're going to be moving those away for the rocket pods, so why not reuse weapons that would be normally taken out. So, we say that question one more time. How much longer is this going to take? I don't know, but we're going to figure that out. So, let's get started. Oh boy. This is quite complicated, and I am really surprised how much we got to do. I think we have extra parts on this one because R14, because we have R, we have 2 of those. Yeah, and then we do 4 R27s, and then from 4 R27s we make all that. So we do have extra parts technically. And what up, Ajax? See if I can get these grabby claws done today. And 91 we only need 2 of, because then we make the shallower parts of the hands. And then 91 is the... Actually, I'm confused on that. So 89 is the one I'm looking at. What becomes 89? Oh, that's right. Okay, so the 89 is the offset hand? Because that's 91, 91, 91, and we need 4 of those. Oh, trying to. I had a shit ton of stuff to go do. Running around getting, what is it called? Errands done real quick. It's fucking easy, but also annoying all at the same time. Being the responsible adult is always the hard part. Okay, so that's going to be our 27. We need 4 of those. Try to do all these at once. These are going to be a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. Which means the parts are bigger than I thought they were going to be, and that means at least that will not be the worst thing under the sun. Okay, so it's using the same polycaps, but oh, so they're shorter? Not really. Polycap 7, polycap 7, okay. I need to get the S frames as well. So what was it? It was, God, and I have to have so many of these. Polycap 7. Polycap 7, and then I need polycap 39. I'm just ready for this guy to be done. I am going to be happy when I get closer to it, because the sheer amount of stuff that this guy has needed has been insane. And the sheer amount of parts that I'm trying to reuse, because there's a lot of parts forming, and I hate that they're just making you get rid of stuff that should have stayed on. Trying to get the, what is it called, the spikes to stay on, and trying to get the, some of the extra weapons that they're making you take off, that's really wasteful. I get it, that's what differentiates it from Gunner, but I mean, still, why waste parts? Really? And then hopefully taking some personal days later this week, just because I can. That'll be nice. Let's see if I can. Oh, screw you, that one had a malformation on it. God, I'm getting flashbacks to the freaking legs on the Death Stinger with this one. With how much I gotta do for these hands. Death Stinger PTSD. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 times 8. Alright. So I need R's and I need the S frames. S, come here. Ah! S26. Let's see. So that's RS. Are you kidding me? Are all of them using S26? Yes, they are. Okay, well that's easy enough. No, dude, that sucks. I hate allergies so much. Living in Texas is such a pain in the ass because it's 24/7 allergy season. We never get a reprieve from it, so I definitely know exactly what you're feeling, dude. God, I do feel like cutting myself today. Please stop with that stupid, gigantic freaking gate and this thing being slippery. God, it gets so bad here that I've had to go home before because allergies can get so bad. I've been sent home from work because allergies are so bad. But trying to survive tomorrow and the next day, and God, on such little funds that I'm trying to stretch every dollar lately. This month just was not a favorable month towards me, and so I am paying the price. And hopefully you're getting to enjoy the day. Ajax, and we're getting to at least have a nice day. I don't know if you're at work or not. Alright, so that's 91, that's 89, so I can keep those organized so I don't forget where they are. We're supposed to put a W part over that. I am so glad I am somewhat paying attention, but we will put that on here in a moment. Then I need S19. And then we do R4. S19. Yep. Is everything using S19? Yes, it is, so I might as well clip them all out. S19, S19, S19. Paid day off, so yo, there you go, dude. That's exactly right. Yeah. Wifey's having hell at work, so it sucks. She's working the holiday, but the check will be nice. Oh, did you just change? Why did you change pictures on me, you stupid piece of shit? I need to see how this bitch goes in. I have it backwards. Nice. No, that doesn't seem right. If it goes that way, then I've got to get that in there first, because yeah, that's going to be covering it. Oh, it does show that doing that. Okay, so then I've got to get the other part in first. So I have to get R4 in first because it's going to cover it and I won't be able to put R4 in. And same thing with 91, I'm going to have to do the other one first. Oh, those are going to stay on. That's nice. Oh, let's see. 21, 38. That stinger is very, very hard to build if you only look at the legs. Oh my god, right. And this big boy is, God, massive. Okay, so make sure I'm doing this right. Ooh, that is not all the way in. There we go. I'm glad I'm going to be detailing this after I assemble the arms because I'm not 100% certain I'm going to get everything on these hands. Because there's a lot. There's a lot going on these fingers. I'm going to do just enough, but I'm not going to go too ham on them. Stinger was still one of my favorite builds so far. I mean, it was a doozy of a build, but man, was it well worth the cash I paid for it. I wish ZA would make more because I would tell people to go buy them instantly because they're worth every penny for it. I hype up the Murasame Ligers a lot, I know that, but they are that good, and the ZA Death Stinger was actually well worth it. I look at it, yeah, the build was insane, but God, I can't argue with the quality. There are some nitpicks here and there. The claws like to be annoying when you're trying to move them around, and there's some parts that like to come off, but that's just because it's such a large thing, and trying to move anything on it is a nightmare. Everything wants to move when you move it, and it's insane. But overall, I cannot not recommend that kit. Okay, so that's on, and then we would move forward, but we're going to do the other ones first, so that way I can kind of have these things going at about the same rate. So from there we need S1s. Okay, so S1s. I'm doing all the fingers at once because I've got most of the parts all clipped out, then I can get them all done at the same time, and we can all freaking... Just save me some time by doing repetitive things at repetitive times. That way I'm not going back and forth like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Instead it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because my brain will have a freaking heart attack around that. I still say, to this day, the worst Zoid build is the Liger Zero. Yes, it looks great, but I will still hands down say Liger Zero is the hardest one to build. Until I get Konig Wolf and Iron Kong. I'm gonna probably getting the Iron Kong soon. Darkhorn was kind of, it wasn't a disappointment, it was just like I was kind of let down by Darkhorn. I was expecting it to be a little bit more inner framey, but it's not the worst. It kind of was like, oh yeah, okay, that's interesting. Not really the way I would do things, but it still looks good. Smaller than I thought too. That's kind of the only thing about Darkhorn. Smaller than I thought. Now I only get mad about Liger Zero because it's just such an, it is just an excruciating build the entire time. Everything's always off on it. And you gotta be careful. I've had my fair share of issues with Liger Zero pulling punches you'd never think. Even on the latest one, it was trying to be a little bit funny, and yeah, I told it, no, I know your moves, and I'm going to counter with super glue. Kind of the same things I've done on gojulas, where it's like, I know this trick, we're going to glue these in because I'm not dealing with that. Nope. what was it? It was the leg frames, I think, on the leg connectors on gojulas that I was like, yeah, nope, that's literally Liger Zero style shit. We are not dealing with that. I'm going to glue that in because I am not going to deal with that later. I don't like having them where they'll pull straight out and then you're pulling the entire, like you're supposed to be able to angle them out. It's the same thing that gojulas has. I mean, Liger Zero has, where you're supposed to be able to angle them outwards, and it's supposed to be in this weird way that it pushes in and it's held in by a bunch of stuff. Instead, what happens is you go to move it outwards, and then you end up pulling like 5 panels off that are supposed to be stuck in place. And or you break something because you're trying to move it. And the next thing you know, you've got like 5 pieces flying off all in directions you don't know where they're going. And now you're having to repair the whole unit. Now, I know that because I've had issues with moving the Jaeger, the Panzer, or the Schneider is just not fun. Every time I look at them, it's like, yeah, you each all have your own freaking issues. Schneider has way too many parts that like to fall off. Jaeger is just delicate, and Panzer, we don't talk about Panzer because that's a BT, and I kind of screwed that one up myself, so. Okay, 91, 89. All right. Back to 1, W28. Tell me that you're using W28. Can't see it because it's on the other page. Let's see, W28. Yes, you are. Cool. So let's get all the W28s out. Alright. inventory to be done, then I can have the energy to start blue flame. Ah, right. For what I've seen, that thing's gonna be sick. I haven't seen anyone really have any complaints about it at the moment. It's really, once again, a supernova standard bog standard supernova kit. Near perfection. My only problem is figuring out what weapons I wanted to use, because I know I want to kind of have him with the big giant sword, because you only get 2 hilts. That's the only problem. Like, if I could cast the hilt and make some more of them, it would be great, because that is the only reason why you can't have too many of the swords in different combinations, because you need the metal hilts. That's the only problem I'm seeing running into. Yato, hello. How much are you going to fall out? Should I glue you in place? You're alright. And we got more stuff going over top of that anyways. Alright, continuing on. I cannot wait till this guy's done. The gojulas has been fun so far. It's just I did not realize how much of a hell I was walking into. I've still got so much left to go. Pretty good so far. Just barely making some good progress so far. We've got most of the main body done. It's just on the limbs and the backpack, and then it's finally onto the weapons. And thank you for the likes. Where'd I put the knife? There's the knife. Yo, knife. Although I will take doing these fingers versus the freaking legs on the freaking Death Stinger all day long. Although the toes for this guy, I don't know how complicated they're going to be. They look like they're going to be semi-annoying. We'll see how that goes. And next up is an S16, which I probably have to do all of those. We started this just in August, and did lose a lot of time because we had some hiccups in August. So in reality, I've only been working on it really about 3 weeks. I lost a couple weeks due to some unforeseen work stuff come up where I lost 2 weeks worth of work because I just couldn't work on it during the week. So not as long as I thought I would be. We've gone from 3 boxes worth of parts down to about 2.5. So a lot of stuff has gotten done. We're down to 2.5 boxes worth of parts. Down from about 4 to 3.5. So, 89.91. 89.91. Microsoft, why do you have to update shit? Okay, so S19 is done. S16 probably. Yup, S16, okay. Then S16. Yep. Hoping to have this done by the middle of September / maybe the beginning of October so I can start working on some big perfect grades. Got a bunch of them all sitting in a row and we're ready to get started on them. And if I knock out most of the perfect grades, that should take down the backlog by a good amount. Oh, I'm going to get it done. Trust me. I did. The Death Stinger was just as annoying and just as complex, and that one took about 2 months. It's all about patience and trying to work smarter, not harder. Kind of why I'm trying to get all the fingers done at the same time so I'm not just bouncing back and forth. Yeah, the parts are similar, it's just easier to get them all clipped out at once so that way we're all doing everything at the same time. And then I will detail them up after it is done. I'm not going to be detailing part after part. Some parts are going to get covered up, some aren't. I'm already seeing that it's not going to be that bad on detail work. .91. And we're going to be on here till about 2:30, and then I got to get off, so we got to get a long time too. Okay, 91, 89. All right. R2. Which is in my lap. R2. Yep, they are all the same. Yep. Now we're going to be doing the H parts, which I think H is over there. All right. Right. Yeah, it's all the brown parts. Brown. All right. Glue the nails on just in case. Because it looks like they're probably going to fall off if I don't. Knowing my luck, that's probably how they're going to be. Yeah, that part you thought that was very secure. Nope. Falls right off. to cut myself today. My poor index finger does not wish to be cut again. It's already got its fair share of battle wounds from this model kit already. I don't wish for it to continue. Oh, yeah, you know it. Okay, so what do I got left now? H parts. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, they're all the fucking same. That's awesome. Oh, that's nice. They're all literally the same. Nice. I'm just glad those are all the same. That makes it so much easier.